I'll tell you about fail and success real quick, because that's going to help as we ask and answer these questions. I've got this idea that success and failure in our culture is really is like a binary between success, like a place that we land, it's solid, it's like a destination, and once you've got it, and it's like the only thing we want to show people. It's really what we want to be all the time.
Like a box that gets checked?
Yeah, we're successful. I'm full of success.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? I've found it. I've got it now. It's like something that I've reached and I've attained. And this other side is like failure. And it's like, oh, the thing you don't ever show anybody. It's the thing that kind of stinks. There's shame around it. There's failure, which is like, no, I don't want it. And there's success, and it's like, gotta have it. And if I don't have it, I really need to make whatever I've got look like it. So there's this binary. And the idea behind Phil Phails, the show, is reframing from success ends up this kind of mystical, kind of fleeting thing that's really, you feel it inside, and it's a directionality as opposed to a destination. Yeah, it's it's maybe you touch on an optimal flow state, or like it's not clear, but you kind of know it when you're on that track towards it.
So the image that's coming to mind is when you have a sprout or vines or a plant that you can slowly see over time is like pushing in a certain direction
towards sunlight.
Yeah, normally it would be towards sunlight, right? And particularly against some, like normally, like you see it when there's like resistance, like you have to like it like comes up through carpet, or like like there's something outside where there's not supposed to be grass, and the grass like pops up and like it's breaking through
in the concrete. Where the heck did that even come? And it's like that's success.
Okay.
Right. And then failure is the other side of that binary, is really not starting or discontinuing the journey. Like you're either on the journey or you're like having some felt sense of optimization, flow state, or like I don't know, this is matching my real expression, and I'm like happy with how I'm expressing. And everything in between there is failure, synonymous with learning or growth or wayfinding.
And so the failure side is, I'm imagining like on the journey towards the success, as you said, there's like this continuity, and then it just freezes or turns away.
Yeah.
And it like either retreats or just.
Well, I think a lot of people don't ever start for fear of the social like impact of failure, to be seen as someone who's not the best at something. Right. So they're like, I'm not even going to start doing that, because the idea in my mind of what it needs to be out in the world, I can't realize that. And so they don't go through all the trials and tribulations that move them towards some kind of excellence or some kind of.
I've thought about this issue like quite a bit, and there's one that's like comes to mind as well that's like particularly just interesting, and it's like I'm going to shoot my ambitions and visuals so high that it becomes like that it becomes scary to like even get started.
The first step.
And yeah, like just you don't even know where to start, and the first bite is like beyond where like you even think you could start, but there's like a safety in like looking towards this goal and a connection that you have made to where like you think that would be cool to do.
Yeah.
But the mountain is so big that you just leave it there, and the actual starting of anything would be so damaging and bruising to the ego that it's like I have to start like I'm back here.
Yeah,
I suck this much.
Yeah,
that can't possibly be true, right?
Yeah,
and then it's just like, well, I'll just stay and like look at that and say that I'm working towards it. But anyway, so yeah, there's like an interesting flavor of like procrastinative behavior. But I think, yeah, it sounds like I'm on the same page with what you're saying.
Yeah, so I'm setting myself up for success
Uh-huh.
by managing everybody's expectations that this is going to be constant failure, like a constant acceptance of and being with my own imperfection on display. And folks are invited to accept that imperfection and be entertained.
Yeah.
Be entertained
Sure.
by the flawed human stumbling. I've called it the fool's journey. The
Like
first steps of the fool's journey, right? The beginning of the tarot, the card number 0 is the fool's card.
Mhm.
First step.
You would know about tarot cards.
I do. And he's stepping off a cliff.
Uh-huh.
So the first step for this is asking you a first question.